Imagine an old white dude staring you dead in the face with his eye sockets stretched out to the maximum capacity while having two big ass satellite dishes as ears, talking about how you need to drink poison with him so y'all can escape this planet on an alien spaceship. No, I'm not talking about Mormonism. Welcome to Heaven's Gate, the dripped out Nike jumpsuit wearing cult with weird ass cult member names like Hootie, Tootie, Balootie, and Marshall. Alright, so Heaven's Gate wasn't your normal backyard church. It was founded in the 1970s by two dumbasses, Bonnie Nettles and Marshall Applewhite. Now these two, they convinced a bunch of people that they were extraterrestrials sent to Earth on a mission to help us Earthlings escape our earthly prisons. Now, you may ask, what exactly are these prisons we're in? Motherfucker, it's your body. Yeah, they came down to show you how to escape your own body. But I'm here to tell you, you're probably not a snake, bro. You can't just shed your own skin. We'll get into exactly how to shed your body later. Before they went full sci-fi, Applewhite was a music teacher with a family, and Nettles was a nurse. After linking up, they decided they were the two witnesses from the Bible's book of Revelation, sent to warn humanity before the apocalypse, not realizing they were about to cause one. At first, they taught biblical stuff. Innocent enough. Okay, cool. But then things took a huge left turn when they claimed the only way to salvation was abandoning Earth and catching a ride on a spaceship trailing the Hale-Bopp Comet. So, the dastardly dumbass duo started teaching biblical stuff. Hey, I love it. You want to be a better person? You want to make the community better? No shade here at all. But then when they started teaching this extraterrestrial ET phone home stuff, bro, you lost me. And don't even get me started on this man, Marshall Applewhite. Buddy looks like an owl strung out on crack. Talking like Siri, but the ghetto version. He's like if Siri was on a flip phone, bro. And then he wanted to talk about how we needed to exit our vehicles and go in the Hale-Bopp Comet with him. Dog, I like my vehicle.
Disciples, those who are trying to prepare themselves for entry into the evolutionary level above human, synonymous with the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven.
Now, the cult started small, but grew through the 80s and 90s. Members shaved their heads, wore matching uniforms, and adopted a lifestyle that was equal parts sci-fi, monastery, and community theater. Now look, the only reasonable reason to join the Heaven's Gate cult has to be those dripped out Nike jumpsuits and Nike Decade shoes. Them things look clean. Man, folks probably thought they were a breakdancing crew when they first rolled up, until they started talking about, the Jedi code and their midichlorian counts and shit. Now, Heaven's Gate, when it came to recruiting, they didn't just go after anyone. They really targeted the most disillusioned, isolated, and lonely people. People with struggling YouTube channels. And then once you were in it, it was way less cult, more alien boot camp. No sex, no possessions, no contact with family, just study group, silent meditation, and mentally preparing to ET phone home out of your meat suit. Privacy didn't exist at all. Even your thoughts had to be cleared regularly. And I don't even know how you cleared your own thoughts. Bro, I don't consent to any of this shit in my head. My brain just sends me stuff. Don't let me see a big fat ass 500-pound person barely struggling through Walmart breathing heavy like Darth Vader. Bro, I automatically am disqualified from this cult. But while most cults back then were just passing out flyers and posting up at bus stops, Heaven's Gate, they went online. AOL chat rooms, GeoCity websites, the whole works. Basically the first real digital cult. See, Applewhite realized the internet was perfect for reaching fellow wanderers, he liked to call them. So they basically just built a full-on site with videos, doctrine, and Q&A. It looked like your crazy ass aunt's Facebook blogs. So people stumbled across it and got sucked in. But then the attention also brought in journalists and cops. And once the outside world started poking around, things unraveled fast. Hey, and you just know that man Applewhite was staring in the mirror with those big ass bug eyes, saying to himself under his breath, and I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling cops. This man truly looked like a damn Scooby-Doo villain, bro. And here's where this shit really hits terminal velocity. In March of 1997, as the Hale-Bopp Comet lit up the sky, Marshall Applewhite announced the mothership had arrived. That man said, "The time has come." Now, to board the spaceship, all members had to drink this weird concoction of vodka and phenobarbital, and then put on these clean-ass Nike Decade shoes and lay under some purple shrouds. Now listen, if somebody tells me, hey buddy, you need to take some vitamin B12 or you need to eat some potassium, yo, that kind of checks out. Vitamin B12 and potassium? Hey, that sounds healthy, right? Sounds like your body needs it. But bro, phenobarbital? That shit sounds like it kills roaches. Yo, Asmongold, watch out. So, 39 people had passed away. Applewhite was the last one. You know he had to be. That man was kind of nervous about getting trolled. Imagine if he went first. His dumbass drinks some phenobarbital, lays out, legs twitching like a roach, he dies. Everyone looks at him and is like, bro, we gotta go back to our families. But then after everyone was done with their shots, like a Lil Jon song, law enforcement ended up showing up and they found a house full of corpses arranged like a damn sci-fi crime scene. So they were obviously shocked. But honestly, it looked less like a mass suicide and more like the world's creepiest Nike commercial. This is probably not what they meant when they created the slogan, just do it. So you probably heard 39 and thought, how the hell do 39 full-grown adults get tricked into drinking some phenobarbital shots and then hopping on a Comet? Well, honestly, it wasn't just about the alien promises. It was a full psychological breakdown trap. See, it was a perfect storm of isolation, identity erasure, and then Marshall Applewhite's weird, charismatic, wide, bug-eyed look. You know, Buddy had that serial killer riz. I mean, he love-bombed them, gaslit them, rewired their sense of reality, and he dangled a reward in front of them that was way better than any money or fame. Literal transcendence. A one-way ticket out of this broken world to the next level. The Heaven's Gate suicides exploded into the media like a comet. Headlines were calling them things like the Comet cult, while the world collectively was looking at the screen thinking, what the hell did I just see? It was a wake-up call, not just about cults, but about how easily technology could spread dangerous ideas. Applewhite had basically run a mind control campaign through dial-up internet, because the internet was still very new. So you had middle-class moms scared in their kitchen thinking, oh my gosh, what if little Billy smokes the internet and drinks some phenobarbital next? I mean, it had people straight losing their minds, and it always happens anytime something's new. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, when Pokemon cards first hit America, you had parents talking about how Pokemon were demons and they were gonna open up demonic portals if the kids played with them. Dog, I'm just trying to put down my sparrow. Pop culture went nuts over Heaven's Gate. It inspired documentaries, books, movies, and more X-Files episodes than it probably ever should have. I mean, the imagery alone, the comet, the website, the shoes, it was way too strange to ignore. But the deeper impact, it forced people to start taking cults seriously again. Mental health conversations, online radicalization, cult psychology, it all just got renewed in the spotlight. And then for all the families left behind, all their pain was just amplified. I mean, think about it. They hadn't seen their family member in months to years. And then they turn the TV on one day and they see their family member dressed like a New York style mobster in a damn Nike tracksuit. Bro, that's traumatizing. And if you think this stuff couldn't happen today, buddy, it already is. From underground Discord channels to these weird YouTube rabbit holes people fall into, people are always still searching for meaning, a tribe, an escape. Look at these mass shooters, always attached to these weird online groups of idiots. Heaven's Gate is obviously a story about an absolutely insane cult, where most of us are sitting back thinking, boy, that could never happen to me. But most cults are not this damn crazy. Most cult members don't even know they're in one. But hey, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your boys. And yo, those black Nike Decades, those will look fresh as hell with this outfit. But if you buy it for me, don't bring me a shot of no phenobarbital, bro. But with that, stay safe out there, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.